Okay, good. Alright. So this is just a streaming VOD. Because I don't trust my computer right now. Alright, let's go to Simulanka.
Oh, no.
Okay, 2 days later. I don't know if I've been online enough, so let's just go to 6. Nope. Okay, cool. Then in that case, let's wait until, let's do a free party. Another day. There we go.
It's been a while since our last adventure. Oh, Paimon wonders how Mini Durin is getting along in Simulanka. Let's go to the Forest of Blessings and take a look.
Good idea, Paimon. How's our little friend doing? Is that Jean and Kaya? Okay, where's D-Luke? I didn't expect these two to show up. What? Is Mini Durin here? No. Not yet, anyway.
Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Good luck drinking those.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite lovely today. Jean, come on, take a seat and let's have a drink. I ordered one for you as well.
But is this really appropriate? I mean...
Still worried about Klee? Relax. Albedo's with her. She'll be fine.
Kaya and Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
Greetings to you both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world. Let me guess. You two have been up to your old tricks.
Well, not just us. We only played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever, our honorary knight is making us proud wherever they roam.
Did I hear you talking about Alice and Klee?
That's right. We received a letter of invitation from Miss Alice, proposing that we take Klee for a vacation in Fairyland when work dies down.
I wasn't sure what she meant by Fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Klee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer, so I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Well, good luck drinking that.
Well, we are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
You're right. I should make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice would want, after all.
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture. Why are you making that face, Paimon?
Nothing. I'm just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all. Go on, drink up.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see, it's got a lovely color, but how about the taste? Ah.
Jesus Christ, that face you're making.
I think maybe I'll pass. But it's such a shame to waste it.
All right, Paimon. Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing personal.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier. She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
The Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion! Maybe we should go say hi to her!
All right. Well, give her my regards.
Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you. Enjoy your time here, too.
You'll quickly find that there's nothing to eat.
So the magic tonic here is just writing ink? What a weird and wonderful world. Ah, Miss Citrus, do you happen to serve any beverages here that don't contain magic tonic?
Of course we do. What flavor would you like?
Sunsetia. Jean, you want in?
Sure, I'll have the same, please.
Sounds good. 2 Sunsetia drinks coming right up.
Good luck. Okay. Well, look for Kale. Oh, she's all the way over there. Is Amber here too? OG wife? Oh no, she's just alone.
The structure of the tree houses here is nothing short of amazing. I have to write it down, so I can tell Master Tainari all about it later. Hey, Kale! You scared me. Traveler and Paimon? You got invited here too?
Yes.
Yep. Well, they sort of skipped the invitation part, but anyway, what you doing out here? Something caught your eye? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to observe and summarize the structures of the trees here, and also the animals that live here. Well, the residents, I guess? I still can't get over the fact that they're all someone's origami handiwork. Once a forest ranger, always a forest ranger, huh? Not sure you'll be able to apply much of what you learn here back home, though, with this being a magical world and everything. What? Over there, by the giant footprint, have those houses always been there? Oh, those? The local flying squirrels told me that they were built by a small dragon and some guy wearing a hat. Oh, that must have been Minnie Durin and Hat Guy. Any idea where they went? Supposedly, after building the houses, they went to somewhere called, Constellation Metropole? Did I say that right? Yep, you got it! Oh, also, when the locals mentioned the dragon, did they seem at all, did they say how they felt about him at all? Now that you mention it, the atmosphere changed a little when they talked about him. Oh no. They mentioned some stuff along the lines of past misunderstandings and welcoming new members. I only just got here, so I know very little about what has happened in the past. They seemed genuinely grateful for the houses, though, and said they were going to plan a welcome party. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Sounds like the forest has begun to accept him. It's a step in the right direction. Are you looking for that small dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a new friend we made after we arrived here. No way! Really? I'm getting more and more interested in your story. No. I've got to save it for next time. For now, I've got to make the most out of my time in this wonderful world. Oh, there's no rush. Just take it slow and enjoy yourself. Like Kaya. Oh, he sends his regards, by the way. Oh, Mr. Kaya is here too? Then I've got to go say hi to him. Well, right now he's at the tavern and he probably won't be leaving until he's drunk. Not that he'll ever reach that point because his alcohol tolerance is so high. Basically, it's Kaya. You know where to find him. You make a good point, Paimon. Then I'll focus on exploring for now and go catch up with him later. Shall we go pay a visit to the Metropole Traveler? Maybe Minnie, Durin, and Hat Guy are still there. Oh, right. By the way, something pretty interesting has been happening in Sumeru recently. Master Trinari has been working really hard on it, so if you have time, definitely go and check it out. Sounds good. We'll find some time in our schedule.
Enjoy your field trip.
Of course. See you later. The origami squirrels rely on wind currents to lift their agile bodies and easily move between the trees. This has created a truly unique ecosystem. Oh no, I'm running out of pages on my notebook.
This to insinuate that as the years pass by, Kali is becoming more and more literate. Because she is constantly hard at work. So good on her. She'll be a better student than I'll ever be. I do hate sort of the over usage of hat guy. Unless if Nahida, it's Mona. If I see any Scar Mona here, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit, dude. And not in a good way.
What? Are my eyes deceiving me? There is no way. I can't believe it.
Hey, Mona! We heard you muttering from a long way away. What's up? Oh, is your scry glass acting up again?
Oh, it's you, the saviors of this world. My scry glass is fine, but I'm not sure I can say the same about my eyes. Look! Look at this statue!
What? Is it broken or something? Looks fine to Paimon. That's your master, right? AKA the goddess of prophecy?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way that old hag looks anything like this.
Well, maybe she did when she was younger.
When she was younger? Oh, actually, now that you mention it, this does remind me of the fashionista phase she wrote about in her diary. She can't hear me, can she? I swear I just got chills down my spine.
Either way, it's probably a little rude to talk about her right under her statue. But how do you know it's a statue of her if you never saw her as a young woman?
I did a quick scry when I came into this world, and when I saw the stars' reflections, I was at a loss for words. It looks like fate in Simulanka is based directly on Tevat. A projection of real-world fate to form an image of reality. Or in layman's terms, basically the creator made this world inside a mirror or a lake, and this world is the reflection.
Still sounds pretty impressive.
The more I scried, the more familiar everything looked. It's her work, there's no doubt about it. Even so, everything's far more complex than I'd imagined. Trying to decipher it all is giving me quite a headache. I also asked the locals about her. They call her she who has dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. Not even a pretense of humility. Clearly, she let the role of creator goddess get to her head. Not that I'm surprised in the least, of course. It certainly matches the tone of her diary. Anyway, we should change the topic.
Oh, so Mona, have you seen a small dragon around by any chance? He's about the same size as Paimon, but with tiny little wings.
Ah, you mean the one that caused all that trouble? I haven't seen him for myself, but I heard that he came to the Metropole not long ago to formally apologize for his actions. Apparently, he brought a huge stash of Toitanium and plant oil to make amends. Most people accepted his apology, although there are some who said that they'll reserve judgment until they've seen how he acts in the future.
Oh, okay. Do you know where we can find him?
One moment.
Four-leaf clover. Wait, who are you scribing? Oh, it's Klee's thing, I think.
It looks like he's at the Broken Sea. There's a big group of people with him, too.
Cool! Wanna come with us? We can introduce you?
I think I'll sit this one out. This might be the closest I ever get to meeting the old hag in her youth, so I think I'll spend some time seeing what else I can glean from her grand design. You guys have fun.
Remember, no weird questions.
Anytime.
We'll be off now. See you later, Mona!
Creating a whole world starscape is no easy task. Old hag, I guess you do deserve the title of Trismegistus after all.
Is Navia sitting around here, or what's up? Scaramouche here. Well, let's go to the Broken Sea.
Wind rises.
Oh, there he is.
Osvaldo Hafnavines! Does thou see what I am seeing?
Oh my god.
Tell me that my all-perceiving Aug de Verurtelung deceiveth me not.
Your eyes see true, main Fräulein.
Very well. Then, as sovereign ruler of the Immenachreich, I extend to you both my greetings, O Night Dragon from the land of the Thousand Stars, and his hat-wearing servant.
Who did you just call a servant?
What main Fräulein means to say is, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. But Hat Guy's not my servant. He's my friend.
Now you're over-explaining.
Hat guy, Mini Durin! Found you at last. Whoa, and Fishel's with you too? Oh, greetings, Outlander blessed by the Immenachreich. How honored you are to meet your prinzessin beneath the stars of another sky. Clearly a decision made by fate itself.
You know, this is actually a very interesting interaction because the only other person, at least in Mondstadt, that has interacted with this person other than Mona is Fischl. But they don't remember who he is. So...
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Oh my god, this fucking clear jump scare. What the fuck? Oh, Beidou's here. What's up?
Greetings. You both look well.
Hey there, Klee! Have you been having fun here? Yup, loads and loads of fun. There are so many cute animals, and a magic train that was really long, and a huge, huge castle, and a king lives there and everything.
I've been taking Klee to see all the sights. It's been a very enriching experience. Alice's magic is truly outstanding.
Yeah, Mom's amazing. Klee wants to build a great big house now, too.
So, your mom and my mom were friends?
Mm-hmm. Our moms were friends, which makes you my big brother. My mom used to read your mom's stories to me all the time. They were great.
Big brother?
Part of the family now. No backing out now, Scaramouche.
Wow. Thank you, Klee. Can I go play with Klee, Hat Guy?
Suit yourself.
Albedo, can I?
Go on. Just don't go too far away. I'll come pick you up later.
Yay! Come on, Mini Durin. Do you want to come play with us too, Fischl? Your prinzessin accepts your invitation. Rejoice! Though you may be concealed by fog, still you shall have the good fortune to witness the true might of the Aug de Verurtelung.
What main Fräulein means to say is, perhaps we can all play hide and seek together. Main Fräulein is it.
Hooray! I love hide and seek!
Oh, me too.
To return to our previous discussion, Mr. Hat Guy, you were telling me about a prophecy?
Fine.
I heard B talking to M. What she said was...
Since you're so persistent, let me tell you a secret. Our child will one day rise from the dead.
dragon spine Durin will come back to life?
Well, I'm shocked.
I only heard it in a memory, so don't hold me to it.
Understood. My recent observations at Dragonspine lend credence to this prophecy as well. Durin's heart has slowly but surely been growing in vitality. The process is extremely slow, but the trend is clear.
What should we do?
To start with, plan for every potential scenario, including, of course, the worst-case scenario. I am well aware of Durin's past, and I sincerely hope that things never escalate to that point. Still, we need to be prepared for every possibility. If the prophecy is true, and Durin's heart will one day beat again, I'd like to hope that whatever rises from the dead is no evil dragon. If you understand what I mean.
Kind of? But not really.
And so, when the time comes, Mr. Hat Guy, will you and Similanka's Durin be willing to lend us a hand in our hour of need?
Huh? What's this got to do with me?
You saved the Durin of this world. I don't see that as a mere coincidence. If there is any meaning to be read into the actions of the three goddesses, beyond fairy tale whimsy alone, I can only boldly speculate that the fate of this reflected world may have a reciprocal effect upon our own world. If Durin of Dragonspine will soon come back to life, we will need many Durin's help, as well as yours, given that your fates are now intertwined.
Well, that's a nuisance.
To be sure, it certainly won't be easy.
Albedo! There's a flying paper ship over there! Can we go see it together, please?
The little point was so funny. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
Sure. 2 seconds, I'll be right with you. Please give my suggestion some thought, Mr. Hat Guy.
Hat Guy, I'm back! Huh? What were you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Huh. Okay then. Let's go join the others. Everyone's going to check out the new origami ship.
All right, I'll be right there.
Oi, Tori Rikaku, are you worried about Durin?
Why would I be? Do I strike you as someone who cares about other people's issues?
Now that I saved Similanka's Durin, maybe he'll be sympathetic to the Durin of our world.
Quit trying to guess what I'm thinking. I'm leaving.
Albedo was right. He needs time to think about it for himself.
Aww, what a lovely little boat!
The forest fairy helped us make it.
Paimon just realized there's a lot fewer people around the Broken Sea now. Guess most of them have made their way back to the Metropole. Does this boat have a name? I can't see one anywhere.
Huh? A name?
Every boat has a name. At least, all the ones I've seen before.
They're usually symbolic names that represent something aspirational.
Let's go with the Durin.
Huh? You want to name it after me?
Oh, you mean to wish Mini Durin a safe voyage as he sails into a new chapter of his life beyond this world?
Your princessin approves. Let this vessel bear the name of the most esteemed dragon of the night.
The Durin. Let's call it that then. Thank you, Hat Guy. Also, can I ask you a favor?
Go on.
Remember how Mom's friend said I should be able to leave this world? Well, I want to pay a visit to your world. Just a quick trip, can we?
Huh?
Is that a no?
Paimon thinks that's a great idea. If the people of Simulanka are allowed to go to Teyvat, then what's the problem with taking Mini Durin there for a visit?
I'm assuming I'll have to be your bodyguard while we're there.
Wait, who could be sending me a message at this hour? What the fuck? I didn't even realize I had messages on right now. What the fuck? Hold on. Anyway, let me make sure that the stream's still live. There we go.
I can protect myself. And I'll do what you say. I won't fly off on my own, I promise. Please, can I go?
It'll be up to you to stick close. If you disappear on me, don't expect me to come looking.
Got it! I'll stick close.
Why don't you take the Durin? Now you've given it a name, it'll be a maiden voyage for the boat and a brand new journey for you.
Are you leaving, Mini Durin? Okay. Well, make sure you come visit me in Mondstadt so we can play together again. Klee will draw you a map to show you the way.
Though our time together has been as fleeting as a ray of light in the depths of the long night, the Immonocreich will welcome you with the grandest of music ceremonies on the occasion of our next reunion. As surely as the stars in the sky watch over us, we shall meet again.
What Mein Fräulein means is that you're always welcome to visit her at home as well.
Cool. I have so many new friends now. I'm so happy.
Are you done yet? If you want to leave, then get over here.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. The blessings you gave me are more precious than any treasure and more beautiful than any fairy tale.
God.
Next time, it will be my turn to make your wishes come true.
Somehow I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, that's cool. You can dock it here. I didn't even realize you can come over here. A shame that I can't hear Mini Durin in Chinese, though. I did want to hear him. Where's Navia in the game, though? I wanted to see them. Well, I guess we're going to Sumeru. Oh, all the way up there. Okay. There we go. Alright, didn't Kale say Sumeru City has been pretty lively lately? Aren't you even a little curious? Eh, not really. But, hey! Come on, don't be so cold. Show Paimon your passion, You can think of it as accompanying Paimon to the party, okay? Okay, Paimon, I'll be your chaperone. Then let's go see what's going on. Let's start with the academia. That's where all the info is, after all. Sure.
Upon the gale.
Oh, Farazan's here. Look, that's Farazan over there. Do you think we should ask? Even just glancing at the borrowing records. Oh fuck. Even just glancing at the borrowing records gives me flashbacks to how awful that book was. How irritating. Farazan, what are you doing talking to yourself over there? You didn't call her madam. I am Madam Farazan, after all. It's not a place for me to mull things over out loud, wouldn't you say? But in this case... never mind. Forget about it. Why did the two of you suddenly decide to drop by? Well, we heard something about a party and didn't want to miss out. Collie told us that Sumeru is the place to be now. Apparently tons of interesting things are happening, so we thought we'd ask around. Any idea what she was talking about? Interesting things. What might Collie find interesting? Tinari's tail getting so fluffed up like a ball of tumbleweed? Or Sino climbing a tree and getting his hood caught on a branch? Whoa, we really missed all that? Seriously? And nobody thought to tell me? Still, she said that something was big. That's what everyone's been talking about. Can you think of anything slightly more significant? More significant. Oh. Something that matter, madam? Well, now that you mention it, it must be what I think it is. Recently, rumors have been going around about a certain book. Oh, that's a classic horror story opening. It's not some forbidden tome or anything like that, is it? Forbidden tome? As far as I'm concerned, it might as well be. Tell me, have you read any of those really badly written detective novels? I unfortunately did. Tell me exactly how bad it was. Ooh, leave this to Paimon. For example, the type where you start off thinking it's a locked room murder mystery, but it actually turns out that the whole building was just moved. That's right. Or it was supposed to be based on pure reasoning and logical deduction, but at the end it turns out to be the culprit with some kind of superpower. Exactly. Or it starts like super serious, but in the second half it just reveals that everyone lost their memories out of the blue. Or it's set in the mountain village in the middle of a snowstorm, and the police officer has been portrayed as a serious figure throughout the whole story. Somebody turns out to be the murderers without even a slightest hint of the foreshadowing. You're being way too specific. You're offending half of the crime novelist into that if you keep going. My apologies. I'll let myself be carried away there for a moment. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I did borrow a book like that a few days past. So you borrowed a badly written book. But that happens to the best of us. No, that's the problem. Blizzard swept mountain villages, superpowers, police officers not to be criminals. This book had it all, and more. Reading it was tantamount to torture. And despite how complicated it wasn't engaging in the slightest. But there had been all sorts of rumors circulating around this book. Because of the strange marks drawn over the pages, people are saying that it must be concealing secrets. Do you think there's a treasure involved? I'm not sure, but there must be many who believe so. Not only to have more and more people borrowing it, but they're specifically asking for the marked up copy. Well, have you borrowed it too? Yes, I have, and as you well know, I'm a scholar, so it's only natural to have a bit of curiosity. So what secrets does the book at the center of the rumors actually hold? I read through it carefully from start to finish. Most of the marks are circles, but the beginning and end points of each stroke differ, as does the color of the ink used. Most importantly, all the names of people in the book have been circled. Not only that, many of them are adapted from famous figures in Sumeru's history. Some speculate that these marks have been left by different scholars over the eras, each researching the book's secrets, each searching for a name they believed in. Others believe that they are a kind of notation made by different people belonging to the same organization, and that the names circled are their code names. Others still think that it is some sort of encryption cipher, but even after finishing it, I came no closer to uncovering the mystery. Not only was reading it a complete waste of my time, but sheer absurdity of shoddy excuse for a plot several times over. I was so angry that I returned the book immediately, and when I came to the house of Dana today, I found lots of people skulking around. I suppose they're all looking for that thing. Well, no wonder you zone out like that. Paimon's guessing that you wouldn't be borrowing any more detective novels anytime soon. Indeed. Paimon, Lynette, surely the two of you must understand how I feel. Don't worry, madam. I feel your frustration. What's the book called? We'll borrow it and take a look ourselves. It's called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows a Blizzard. You sure it's a detective novel? It sounds like more of a title of a light novel. Tell me about it. Anyway, read it at your own risk. It truly is unbearably boring. Well, give me the book. Well, as far as I have to say. You want to know what kind of books I like? The spectrum is just so broad, I don't know where to start. I'll leave you to it.
Behold!
House of Dana.
Squall and Fury!
Squall. Final Fantasy 8. Oh, there's so many books with long titles. Let me have a look. Working hard and vacationing harder. What the fuck? An Atlas of Rare Rainforest Dwelling Species, Professional Edition. The Art of Construction of Coffee Machines. Who exactly reads these? Secrets of the Elemental Sciences. The book jacket even says, Expert Approved. The former sage Cyrus praises this as an excellent entry-level book. In this one, a compilation and summary of common basic grammar rules of for rare languages of ancient desert peoples. Now Paimon's dizzy. It's just so many words. Come on, Paimon, you can learn 20 different... Is that Layla over there? Let's go ask her. She may know something. What's up, Layla? Is it her sleepy side or her jovial side? Oh, Lynette with two N's. Paimon, it's been so long. I'm still a bit tired. Didn't sleep well last night? I was reading a novel, so I stayed up late. It wasn't a detective novel that everyone's been talking about, was it? The one with the super long name? No. If you're talking about reasoning knows not a time of day, but suspense always falls blizzard. Oh, right, yes. No, it wasn't that one. Matter of Farazan said it was really dull, so I didn't borrow it. Oh, so you're not that interested in the book's secrets? I haven't even been able to keep up with my own work, even though I'm up late all the time these days. But way more people have been interested in the book than I ever imagined. 7 or 8 in a single morning. I feel like living a signboard. I feel like a living signboard sitting here like this. Kaveh asked me the same question, so he must be looking for it too. He was even hiding behind a ladder before, looking for something. He looked really embarrassed. Uh-oh. Searching for something, hiding behind a ladder. He must be after Mora. That's gotta be it. So he can hurry up and pay off his debt too. Wait, no. Let's pretend Paimon didn't say anything. Layla, you're really sleepy, right? You must be dreaming this conversation. I didn't really get it anyway, but if you say so, it's a dream. Thank you. We'll keep looking. Oh, see you next time. She's gone. It's not often Layla falls asleep so quickly. Good for her. Paimon thinks we should go ask Kaveh now. If he's searching for the book, he must know something. But where is he now? Good question. But we can try hanging out where he might show up. There could be a good chance he's there right now, right? Is that on Zone 0? Okay. Where you at? Where you at, brother?
The wind rises.
Do you ever think we seem like a pair of thieves, hiding here to ambush Kaveh? It almost feels like we're here to extort him or something. Hama's not sure why that is, though. We just want to ask him a couple questions, that's all. Don't make it sound like we're the baddies. When have you ever been bothered by your own conscience? That sounds like quick footsteps. Quick, let's take a look. Stop right there, cop. It's Al-Haytham, isn't it? Huh? Al-Haytham? What are you doing here? He's gonna say it's my house. Good question. Surprising indeed. I was the impression that you knew I lived here. Good morning. Good morning. What can I do for you? Nothing. Never mind. Oh, goodbye then. Alright, later. He just left. Does he have work to do or something? Footsteps again. They're heading towards the door. Stop right there, Kaveh. What the fuck are you doing here? Good question. Surprising indeed. Paimon was under the impression that you'd know the only reason we'd be here if we were looking for you. Paimon, you don't sound like yourself. You looking for a certain book by any chance? Wait, what? Here's the deal. You pull Paimon and Kaveh to one side and then hush tones. Oh. Okay. Tell him about the rumors that Farazan was talking about. He also mentioned that the eyewitness saw him searching through something in the house of Dana. How is it you guys know everything? Ugh. And there I was, thinking I'd been super discreet the entire time. No one should have even noticed. Come on, get real. You really think that no one knows you live here? Hey, that's not fair. Of course nobody knows except for Sino, Tinari, Kale, and the two of you, right? Friends are friends, so if they know, well, they know. But what if strangers overheard us? It'd be a disaster. It might even impact my career. Anyway, about the book. You believe that it contains intel about hidden treasure, don't you? Looking to get rich quick, are we? Yeah. Are you offering to help find it? Shucks, why didn't you say so earlier? So there really is treasure. How about this? We help you find it and split the loot 50-50. It's a deal. Lit with two ends, after all we've been through, it's finally our turn to get rich. No need to keep yapping. Hidden treasure, the Paimon probes homing in on you. Hey, Paimon. God, I feel bad for him every time. Is that Dia? What's up, Dia? Lynette and Paimon. Must be my lucky day running into you like this. Dia! You mercenaries are pretty tuned into the grapevine. Have you ever heard of a book called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows a Blizzard? Wait, you guys are looking for it too? But by two, you don't mean... You're looking for it too? Darn it. So does that mean we're fully gonna have to square off against Dia? Wait a minute. Would you mind telling me exactly why you're looking for it? If it really does turn out to be something important, I'll be sure to let you know if I hear anything. Really? From your reaction before, Paimon thought you were after it too. Don't worry, a client had asked me to get her the book, but her attitude seemed off somehow, so I didn't take the commission. She's a smart cookie though, and it was like she was hiding something, so I thought she must have had an ulterior motive. Besides, I have other things to look into right now. Compared to some commission, it's more important that you uncover the truth behind that book. Anyway, no time to lose. I gotta get going. Alright then, good luck, and don't forget to tell us if you hear anything. Later, Desert Wife. I wonder who Dia's client could be. Hey! How are you so fast? Flying faster than running? Sorry, it's a traveler thing. Alright, listen to me. It's like this. Paimon, don't get your hopes up. That book isn't some kind of treasure map. It's just an unbelievably unremarkable, surpassingly ordinary detective novel. Huh? But didn't you just say there was treasure? If most people backtrack like that, Paimon just think they changed their mind and want to keep all the more for themselves. But that's not something you do. Oh, that's not... I couldn't bring myself to tell you earlier, so I played along with what you were saying. Here's what happened. I borrowed the book a month ago. When I opened it to the first page, I discovered one of the names was printed incorrectly. That night, I'd been drinking, just a little. And when I was starting to feel drowsy, I picked up a pen and circled the name. As I'm sure you know, the House of Dana always allows borrowers to annotate the books they take out. I'm in the habit of doing that too, so at a time, I didn't give it a second thought. But after I was a dozen or so pages in, I realized that names of all the characters in the book had intentionally been written slightly wrong. Maybe it'd be more accurate to say that the novel itself was quite strange. All the characters' names are based on real historical figures, but rather than using their original names, they've been tweaked ever so slightly. Most people would assume that the author had made a mistake or that they'd been printing error when they saw the spelling mistakes like that. I didn't find the content particularly appealing, so I returned it before I finished reading it. Later on, I heard that the book was suddenly became the talk of the town, and that there had been rumors about the mysterious treasure or something. And you thought it had something to do with you? It certainly does sound like it. Yeah, and I also heard that now, all the names in the book have been circled, not just one. I just haven't been able to figure out what in Tevat must have happened after I returned it. Did you tell anyone else that you borrowed it? Let me think. Tinari? Last we met, I also told him that how poorly parts of the book were written. He said I made it sound pretty funny, so much so that in fact, that he wanted to take a look himself. You made it sound like it was so bad it's good. In that case, let's find Tignati. That's fine with me, but I still have some work to finish up, and it's pretty urgent. How about I head back first and we can meet up again later once I'm done? No problem. Hope your work goes well. Me too. Thanks. See you later then. Yeah, I figured he'd be in Gardarville. I heard there's no teleportation device here. You have to teleport to this. Oh man, it's been so long since I've been back in a desert slash the forest. Feels like yesterday, huh? There's the mans. In that case, since we were in Sumeru, let's get the gang together. Alright, let's see. Tikanari. We saw Dia earlier, right? Dia should be level 85. There she is. And I also saw Farazan, but she's not needed right now. Sure. Double Dendro.
Need a hand?
Over there! Over there! Hey, Tignari! I heard you, I heard you. How's it going, Traveler and Paimon? You guys sure look excited. You tell Tignari about how you're looking for the novel. Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. As you do so, you reflect once more on how absurdly long the title is, and how even just saying it aloud makes you feel tired. Ah, that one. Yes, I did go to the house of Diana to borrow it. Kaveh said it wasn't worth reading, but I was curious, so I went and read it anyway. The problem was, there were already 2 names circled in the book I borrowed, and the style of each circle was different. It looked like some kind of game. Someone had drawn a red circle around the name of the first character that appeared, and then someone else drawn a green circle around another name. So in the time between Kaveh returning the book and you taking it back out again, someone else had already annotated it. But that's right. Paimon's sure that the first circle was drawn by Kaveh. Yeah, no surprise there. If you stop and think about it but just a second, guessing the identity of the second annotator should be trivial. Wait, you mean it was... If there are 2 people living in a house, and one of them drew the first circle, then it's highly likely that the other person left a mark too. Good point. Sometimes those 2 really are too much. In the end, it is as I suspected from the very beginning. The first character whose name had been circled on the very first page turned out to be the murderer. Surely that's just a blatant spoiler, like that joke where someone opens a novel and bam, there's a note in the margin that spoils everything right from the start. What kind of joke would be so cruel? That was one of Cyrus's, and it wasn't just a joke. He said he actually pulled a stunt like that when he was younger. Who was unlucky enough to borrow the book after he'd scribbled all over it? My master, Nafis, and Professor Zaha Hadi, who had a seminar with him that very afternoon. Cyrus said that master once threatened to give him a good beating by the side entrance of the house of Dana. It was only thanks to my mother and Professor Zaha Hadi intervening that it didn't happen. Paimon doesn't sympathize with Cyrus at all, not one bit. The House of Dana has never stopped people from annotating books, but this seemed like a special case. I didn't think the book could be allowed to keep circulating like that. So, I circled several names myself, laying a false trail. Oh. The best place to hide a leaf is in the forest. It's a simple principle. Well, when you put it like that, but still. Dinari, how many names did you circle? Let me think. Not too many, about 3 or 4. I chose them all randomly. Then who circled the other names in the book? There must have been others who borrowed it and did something similar. I'm just not sure why. Who would have thought that borrowing books would be so complicated? That's so funny. Well, it seems there's a story behind that story. You be right, sir. You be right. Let's go to Treasure Street, baby. Oh, just making sure I claim my dailies today, right? I did. What's up, Catherine? Oh, is Dunyarzad here? Oh, Dia's here. Candace is there too. Yeah, I figured. So I need to reflect a little on what I did. What happened? To meet you here today is surely due to the guidance of the gods. Greetings. Candace, is this a personal trip? Today's trip to the city is to buy provisions for the people of Aru village, as well as to help Miss Sataria. Oh, deliver a message to the sages of the academia while I am here. On the way, I happened to see Dia sitting in the cafe looking down, so I came to chat with her. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. It's just that I suddenly remembered a few details about the book after talking with you. Before that client had even contacted me, I heard rumors of an exciting novel full of undiscovered secrets. Out of curiosity, I asked Sino to take it out for me. As a desert dweller and a mercenary to boot, the idea of solving a mysterious treasure map is pretty exciting. Paimon totally gets that. We inherited our custom of searching for the golden wisdom in the sands from the gods themselves. But that book turned out to be dry as dust. A bunch of names have been circled, but I still couldn't figure out what the puzzle was supposed to be, despite reading the whole thing thoroughly from start to finish. In the end, I started to think it was some kind of ritual or game or something. So I picked up a pen and drew a circle of my own. But later on, Miss Gingers asked her parents to find a way to borrow it for her. She said the mysterious markings fascinated her, even though she couldn't get into the book itself. If they were just regular annotations, it wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary, but those strange circles, you can't help but try to want to figure out what they mean. That's true. So, Dia, what you're reflecting on is accidentally interfere with other people's experiences, is that correct? Wait, hold on a second. Why did you tell Candace? She's a warrior, you know. Sometimes she has to interrogate criminals and other things like that too. Everyone recognizes that her job is sacred, so when we need to think it over what we've gone wrong, we go talk to her about it. Please, don't be too surprised, my dear Lynette. To me, listening to other people's mistakes is just another way of protecting them. By speaking of your own mistakes and hearing sincere advice in return, improvement will come over time. That is the way we do things. But all she did was draw a circle, and it's not like she was deliberately trying to mess with anyone. Besides, everyone agrees that the book itself is just bad. Don't worry about it, Dia. That's true. I was just telling Candace how bizarre it is. But be that as it may, it doesn't change the fact that it just ain't right. Ain't? We're doing ebonics now? Right to mess with someone else's enjoyment of a book. That's just bottom line. Anyway, Dia, please have faith that the gods will forgive your transgression. Besides, you told me about a part of the story where one of the suspects in the case ended up crawling out of the village on his hands and knees, and he was named Al-Akmal. Yeah, that's right. The detective in the book argued that he must have leapt across the broken bridge like a frog. Of course, you can find out later on his conjecture that was totally off base. Why is that? Because it turns out that Al-Akmal has a superpower, and he could float right across the broken bridge. What the fuck is that book even about? It sounds pretty ludicrous. Al-Akmal. It's simply too reminiscent of a good name, King Teshret, don't you think? Though, considering how transgressive this book sounds, I don't think it's worth overthinking it. You're right. You know, I can't help but wonder what our friends at the Temple of Silence would say if they got their hands on this book. I'm sure those sages would be able to unpack interesting ideas from the text we ordinary people could scarce dream of. Well, it's normal for there to be bridges outside Blizzard Swept Mountain Village, and normal for them to be broken. But why for a person to cross one by floating through air? Why resort to such a lame plot device? You know, it sounds like something out of a comic strip. But I'm starting to get where Farzo was coming from. If you got all excited about reading a detective novel, but end up reading the type like that instead, not even think about it. So where's the book now? Not sure. I returned it after I was done reading it, and back then there weren't as many markings inside as the rumors say there are. Alright, then Detective Paimon is still on this case. Why not just tell her the truth, man? Paimon's feeling lost. Maybe we should head back to the House of Dana. Who could have predicted this? It's precisely because it's unpredictable that you shouldn't blame yourself. Dia, literally everyone that you've ever worked with has made an annotation of that book. Don't worry about it. So cute. Sorry. Tall male. Sprint. Okay, there we go. Hello. Has reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard been returned yet? There are 2 copies of this book. One's been marked up and one that hasn't. I'm guessing you're looking for the one with the marks? Oh, you saw right through us. Many others have asked for it too. I apologize though, it seems it hasn't been returned yet. Please come back later. Can't you at least tell us who borrowed it? Well, as long as it isn't overdue, we'll wait patiently for it to be returned. Disclosing borrowers' identities without proper reason would be a violation of professional ethics, so you'll have to forgive me for keeping that information confidential. You've got a point. It would be terrible if someone's looking to steal a book started harassing whoever had borrowed it. Hey, you two look as confused as a couple of R&R who had run into each other head first. Are you looking for something? I can help. That's Nahida's voice. Hi. Yo! What the fuck is up? Yo, Nahida. Have you heard of the book called Reasoning Knows of the Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows a Blizzard? Such a long name. But yes, I know the one you mean. I've heard that everyone was looking for it, and it sounded fascinating, so I found a brand new copy to read myself. By brand new, do you mean it wasn't the copy without the markings on it? Yes, that's right. I was more interested in the content of the book itself than all those rumors about hidden treasure, so an unmarked copy was all I needed. Speaking of which, it's funny. There's more than one copy of this book, but everyone's looking for the one with all the names encircled. Are they all afraid of spoilers, or do they actually crave them? Ooh, then do you know who has the copy with the markings right now? I just so happen to have seen it in the hands of one of your friends. If you're looking for the copy that sparked all the rumors, you should look— Oh! Dory. Ah, he just fucking disappears. What? I wanted to see her. She's so cute. Alright, Dory. You little Mora gremlin. Mora munchkin. Alright, Calvé, don't fall into the water. Oh, it's Sino and Sathos. Sethos. I like saying Sathos. Fuck it. Is that, huh? Dory, Sino, and Sathos? Ugh, darn you, General Maramatra. Entrapment isn't gonna work. You can't do that. Hey, what do you mean by entrapment? You were the one who said you had the book, so I said I wanted to read it, then you agreed to meet me here. Sino showing up too was just a coincidence. Pure coincidence. You don't play games with me. I know who you are. You're that new kid, Sethos, right? I know you're a friend of Sino's. So, you do know who I am. I saw how Sino was chasing you around, trying to get you to play cards, and how you found an excuse to run off after a couple rounds right after. That left quite an impression. You didn't have to mention that. No, I think Dory's right about that. You always look for a way out when it comes to playing Invocation. It's becoming quite a problem. Ah, Lynette and Trimon, you've been standing there for quite a while. Oh, if it is my dear Paimon and Traveler, what brings the two of you to the palace of Alcazar's? Might it be that you have come to do business with me, the Lord Sangama Bay? Of course. Please, give me a moment to conclude our business here, and I'll be with you straight away. Anyway, General Maramatra, as I am sure you're well aware, the means by which I had to borrow this book from someone in the House of Dana were both completely legal and perfectly reasonable. Seeing as it isn't time yet to return it, you have no right to forcibly seize a book I borrowed. That would be only the case have you not engaged in any irregular activities. Yet just now, a buyer, Sethos, came to the palace of Alcazar on the basis of a mysterious message to meet a seller hoping in vain to purchase a detective novel. What do you mean, buyer? He's one of your people. You sent him here to deliberately try to buy and trap me. That is not something I can acknowledge. What I can tell you is that I've had my eyes on this book for some time. Remember, it is forbidden to transfer or sell books from the House of Dana without explicit approval from the relevant authorities. I'm not selling anything, just to be clear. I'm just making the most of an opportunity. If someone pays me a little something on the side, I lend them this mysterious little novel to browse for a bit. If you don't believe me, just ask any of my curious readers. That's right. Your readers, anyway. I was just showing him the book. Is that so? And here I was thinking you were really going to go through with an illegal transaction like this, Sethos. Huh? Wait, what? You two really aren't together? I was just really curious about this book. I finally managed to track it down, but Sino, it is true that Dory never actually said she wanted to sell the book. So she isn't the mastermind who started all this. The mastermind? So by your own account, it looks like you might have jumped the gun a bit, General Mahamatra. I'm not handing the book over. You may think you've played an ace, Dory, but when you opened the book just now, I saw the truth revealed before me. The book's return date is today. Ugh. That Sino sure got sharp eyes. That's right. I do have good vision. You have less than half an hour before the book is overdue. Give it to me, and I will return it. How could I just hand it over to you like that? This is a mysterious, super awesome, mega amazing paragon of logical deductive novels that is practically a treasure. I'm gonna make a fortune off it. So would you really be admitting that out loud? I didn't say I was going to sell it. It's not like I was just being serious. Then how about this? Dory, Sino, why don't you two play a little game with a book as the stakes? That's one way of solving it. How about it, Dory? Do you dare accept the challenge? If you win, I'll turn a blind eye to the book for the time being, and if you lose, you have to hand it over. Oh, sounds interesting. Very well, I'm in. What's the contest? Are both of you confident in your powers of mental recall? My memory's not bad. Yes. And you have both read the contents of this book, correct? That's right. Huh? Sino, you actually read it? Oh, well, needless to say, so have I. In that case, I'll just open up to the book, flip a few pages, and you can tell me how many names have been circled. Best out of 3 wins. Sound good? That's not... What, chickening out? No, it's game on. Let's go. Good, in that case, the first page. 6. 6. Both correct. Next, the second page. I think it was 4? I'd say 4. Both of you are right again. 2 draws, so it all hangs on the next question. Listen up. Oh, page 61. What? That, I don't quite remember. 7? I know, the answer is 5. Absolutely correct. The answer is 5. Sino, is your memory really that good? I'm not buying it. How did you do that? It's not actually because I have good memory, but because the circling of the names left a deep impression on me. After I borrowed it, I noticed the names of the first few pages have been selectively circled by different people. Each person's penmanship was different, and moreover, I recognized 3 of the circles as being drawn by Tinari. Few others used the same color of ink he does, so it was instantly recognizable. You even know that? Yes, I learned that habit of his long ago. At the time, I had just been promoted General Mahamatra and would go to the secret base when I wanted to get through all the trivial tasks in my in-tray at once with minimal disturbances. I would often find Tinari hidden away on a tree there, doing his homework. Noticing the writing implements he favored wasn't exactly detective work. In all these years, he's never once changed the ink he uses. Back to that book. Anyone who's read it knows that the first name circled is the real murderer. Perhaps Tinari did not want the plot to be spoiled for anyone else, so he circled out the names. Annotating or marking the book is not in itself a violation of book borrowing regulations, but why are all the other marks there? Is there any conspiracy behind them? What do they have to do with Tinari? I want to get to the bottom of this, even if it's just for the sake of my friend. And to uncover the secret, you must become part of the conspiracy. So, I circled all of the other names that were left in the book. What? To think you do just a thing. You do such a thing. So there's no reason, treasure at all. It was just you guys all along. That's right. Should you wish to hide a grain of sand, bury it in the desert. And in that grain of sand, I catched a glimpse of a truth. And so you were drawn to it, making your plans. Yet in a twist of fate, were discovered by me. No matter how vast this world is, you cannot run from the long arm of the law. Wow, you're making a meal out of this, aren't you? You really, really have way too much time on your hands. Okay, fine. I give up. You win. That's enough for today. It's time for Lord Sakamabe to return to her room for some repose. Farewell! So, do you intend to take this book back to the Temple of Silence? I had heard there was a treasure hidden inside and thought there might have something to do with the temple. I never thought that was a real story behind it. But when you agreed to compete, I had already surmised that you were familiar with this book. That's why I chose that particular format. Brilliant move, bro. What? What's that look? We're just thinking there have been more twists and turns in the story behind the book than the actual story itself. Well, as long as you got it back, I'll leave uncovering the rest of the secrets to you and take my leave for now. See you later, everyone. Can I borrow the book? Of course. After Sino hands you the book, you and Paimon quickly thumb through it. Though you weren't reading very carefully, you can tell that something's not right. The plot is wildly imaginative, and just as everyone says, though most of the names in the book seem familiar, on closer expansion, you realize that they aren't actually the names of historical figures you thought they were at first. Not only that, but every name has been circled. Thinking back on the course of events, you fall silent, and then you explain the full story. How unexpected. But still, it does make sense, and it is far better than the existence of an actual conspiracy. In that case, I still have other plans. Last time I was at Caravan Rebout, I promised I'd meet Dia and Candace for drinks. Lynette, could I trouble you to return the book for me? Sure. Thanks, friend. Aww. Is Dory just over here losing her shit? Aw, she's not. She fucking slammed the door. Fuck that shit. I love narrating shit like this. It's fun. Well, you're finally back. Let's return this book. You really found the book? Amazing! I've been waiting for here. I've been waiting here for it to be returned so I can see it as soon as possible. You recount the entire tale to Kave's eager ears. Seriously? How is that even possible? I circled the actual murderer? Paimon's pretty surprised by this whole thing too, you know. Let's just take care of the book problem first. Hello, this book, it's probably all my fault for using permanent ink to mark a page, since that caused a whole mess of other things to happen. And now it's all marked up like this, and there's even a risk of those marks spoiling the story, so I like to buy it. The whole issue should be avoidable if the academia uses the money to buy a new copy. Would you please consider my proposal? Mr. Kave, your idea has merit and is indeed a very good way to solve this situation. I'll confirm the book's price now, and you can pay over there. And that's great. Thank you so much. Shortly afterwards, Kave accompanies the academia staff to register the purchase of the book and pays the full amount. The staff member carefully wraps the thoroughly marked up old book and gives it to him. What a blunder. Ugh. Regardless, thank you so much for all your help. It was nothing. We were just kind of along for the ride. Still, Kave, it'd be better if you used something more erasable to make notes in the future. I understand. I'll never let myself subconsciously correct typesetting errors ever again. No, I mean, I'll never again borrow a book with such a long name. At least for a while. What's going on? Ah, I hate them. You're here. I was looking everywhere for you. What is it? Guess what I've seen in this little bag over here? I don't see a bag. Is it a pen? If I had to guess, a young man's tears of regret. And what would you know? Its reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. You actually bothered to memorize a ridiculous and boring name like that? That's just because when I was filling out the paperwork to buy it back at the academia's office, I had to write it out over and over. Then it looks like this book has its own a new owner. Only because I subconsciously marked up the book with the ink. Did you know that Tinari, Dia, and Sino all circled names in the book? And it all started because the name I circled was the real killer. Ah, to be perfectly honest, the moment I saw the murderer's name circled, I knew this would happen. Wait a second. How come you've read the book too then? I had the pleasure of reading it in the house of Dana. The logic is a mess, it's just poorly written. And you left the book out in the study. So you knew I circled the killer. Then did you circle any names in the book? What do you think? So you did. The second one is mine. Why? The best way to avoid spoilers is to add a red herring. Then why just one? Tina already circled 3! I already significantly reduced the probability of the murderer's identity being spoiled for the next reader. That's more than enough. No need to worry about things that are beyond saving. And just why isn't it necessary? Using permanent ink to circle the name on the first page. That's obviously beyond saving. What kind of logic is that? I bet you drew your circle for fun. If I must say so, then it's because circling names is far more interesting than the book itself. Fair point. In the end, I only have myself to blame for using all my pencils. I need to go buy some more. Congratulations, this one-of-a-kind, out-of-print book, personally penned by the hands of so many, is now yours. Do you really think I look happy about it? I don't even want it. Aha. If it was Paimon, she wouldn't want it either. That's a no for me too. Why not? Give me the book. Give me the book. I want it. I want to fucking read that shit. Give me that. What a fun little encounter. That's actually kind of funny. Okay. Oh, the Sethos is almost there.
Add as. Thank you for
There we go. Nice. Okay, well, I guess we can go back to Simulanka and see if our friends are here. Are they anywhere? I'm kind of sad that I don't get to see Nilu and Navia. Unless if they just kind of harked it back to their original positions. Like, you know, Poussin and the Academia. I would like to search around first. Is Navia actually here or not? Because that'd be a kind of a shame, because in 2.8, along with 1.8, you can find characters scattered across the map. There you go, brother. Oh, he's dead. Let's just go up. So let's see. So Nadia really isn't here. I guess. Well, I mean, she did kind of depart, right? What's this thing? Can I grab it? No, I cannot. So, oh, so it looks like all the others disappeared too. Mona's not here anymore. Can you take a ride in this? Oh, you can. Oh. Oh, you just have a nice little ride. Choo choo. Okay. Okay, well, let's check in the other places before I go to bed. By that I mean get a plate of nuggets when I go downstairs. Okay. What? God, imagine how humid it would be in here. Okay. Well, I guess they're not here. Well, one more place to check, I guess. The Grand Bazaar. Nilu is here! Oh my god! Holy shit.
Wow, what a gorgeous lotus stage. Fit for the forest fairy herself, after all.
A wonderful sight indeed. But, Madam Fairy, I believe the dog over there has been staring at us for quite a while.
Ah, that's Swaff. Don't worry, he's a good dog. He doesn't bite. That's a good boy. I haven't seen you in ages, Swaff. No eating the frogs and hamsters here, okay? No eating.
Ah, what a well-behaved doggy. You see, Stream, I told you, didn't I? The outside world isn't nearly as dangerous as we feared.
You were right. But with that said, Grandpa Almond, why are you hiding behind me?
Oh. Is that an...
Wow, what a gorgeous lotus stage.
Oh, okay, so...
A wonderful sight indeed. But, Madam Fairy,
Okay, so that means that Navi is probably here
That's
somewhere.
Swaff.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna do some research.
That's a good boy. No eating.
You were right.
Okay, so... That means Navi is somewhere, right? Hold on. Navi location. Semi-Lanka. Let's see. Maybe we can check... I'll just go to Fontaine City, how about that? Okay. Oh shit! Wait, what? I didn't expect that thing to be actually accurate. I thought this was referencing the actual, like, fucking... You know what?
And that's the way the cookie crumbled. So what do you think? You two fancy taking a stroll around my kingdom?
Sounds like someone's been playing a little too much tabletop troop.
Not at all. I actually haven't seen her at all in a little while.
I'm telling you, it's real. Just come with me and you'll see it for yourself.
So, you were the king, huh? Somehow, that part doesn't sound so far-fetched. I actually think you'd fill those boots quite easily.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Well, if we're going to be traveling with a king, we'll need proper titles as well, right? I guess I can be the royal tailor.
Okay. Then I'll be Her Majesty's personal bodyguard.
I'm sure those would work, but we don't have rules like that in my kingdom. Oh yeah, and can we go buy a music box first?
Why, exactly?
Let's just say I've developed a new appreciation for them after my recent adventures. Just imagine it. One night, while I'm asleep, one of the small dancing figures in the music box suddenly steps off its track and starts moving on its own. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Though this may be a normal occurrence in your fairy tale world, Your Majesty, I must implore you to inform me immediately should any such incidents transpire in the real world. Because, from the perspective of a Marachose hunter, or really any normal person,
That music box sounds like bad news.
God.
Welcome to Tieria Boutique for tailoring
God.
services.
fucking love these dorks. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm not even gonna bother looking for Scarmouche. Let's see. Okay, Scarmouche is. Oh! I see.
For tailoring services, please make a reservation in advance.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Okay. Alright, so Scarmouche is actually in Fontaine. We literally just had to go back in the academia. Fuck! Okay. Let's go. Okay, so they're here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Oh, look at it.
The people from the academia say they haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Well, maybe I needed some space after being cooped up in there for so long. Anyway, it's a school, not a prison. So what's the problem?
I never said it was a problem. I was just noticing that you seem to be in quite a good mood at the moment.
Who's this hat guy?
Wait, where is he?
Shut up. Not another word.
You need a new friend.
I've told you already. Stop trying to read my mind.
I didn't need to. It's written all over your face.
But wait, where's he? Where is he? Where is he? Is he here? I'm gonna take a picture of him. Let me tell my friend. Okay, and who else we got? Nilu, Navia, Toryukaku, Diren. Kira. Let me check the shrine. Actually, no. She's not part of the shrine, right? Why don't you just go to Inazuma? So we're looking for Nekomaru and Boots. Now, is she gonna be wearing the costume, or will she be wearing her regular outfit? God, I haven't been back here in ages, dude. Fuck. Okay, so what could she be? She meditating over here? No. It's that one dude. Maybe some dongle milk. Dongle milk, please. Okay. Oh, there she is. Look at you. How you doing?
Hey there! It's good to see you again.
Oh, it's voiced. Awesome. About your clothes?
Pretty amazing, right? I never thought I'd be able to keep this outfit in the real world. I really like the texture too. It feels so nice against my skin. Still, not the best thing to wear when I'm out on a delivery.
Something about running around carrying a parcel when I'm dressed like this seems to make everyone suspicious. Especially the guards, the Millilith, and so on. They always stop me and interrogate me on the spot. Guess I'll just have to switch back to my old outfit when I'm on the job. Oh, it was fantastic! A magical world full of things I'd never seen before. Great scenery, really friendly people. Oh, and I also took a trip back to the Forest of Blessings after we parted ways. Grandpa Almond introduced me to everyone in the forest and reassured them that I wouldn't scratch anything. I made sure to fully retract my claws while I was there. I didn't want to find out how they'd react to seeing them. With this adventure under my belt, I can turn the tables on my grandma. It's my turn to tell her some stories.
Future plans?
After peace returned to Simulanka, a lot of people started saying they wanted to pay a visit to the world beyond. But they're a little worried about whether it's safe or not. If any of them do visit Teyvat, I'd love to be their guide. I could even use my delivery box to take them around. If anyone understands the joy of seeing new things, it's me.
Not false. Let's catch up another time.
Sure thing. It's always a pleasure adventuring with you guys. I had so much fun.
So cute. Also, fun fact, apparently, if you use... let me see, hold on, let me swap her. Okay.
Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
So apparently, if you use her, the little mask stays on. That's so cute. Anyway, all right. I guess that's everybody, right? Navia, Kirara, Nilu, Terikaku.
My apologies.
You know what would have been fucked up if we actually went to Dragon Spine and we found them next to the fucking heart of Durin. That'd be so fucked. Okay, well, I'm talking to nobody, which is fine. I'm just gonna consider it done. GG's, everybody. If you're watching this, of course. Hopefully I don't get throttled later when I play ZZZ. Alright. We out.